All right. So, what I'm doing here is I am setting up my campaigns. I haven't tried a campaign yet, so here's what I'm going to try to do. New campaign. Let's do Chicago Dog campaign. It started on the 8th. Let's run it for a week. Let's do 50% off all Chicago dogs. Yeah. Wish me luck on that one. I've not tried automatic carousels or posters yet. Videos are not hooked up yet. All right. Well, so far so good. Let's see what happens. This is going to give any brand the ability to run a campaign successfully. Not only is this going to um, generate the media for it, and then you can also use, like I am going to create a poster. So you can literally just save the poster and have it printed out, get it printed, sent to your restaurant, or this is for a restaurant. You can send it anywhere you want. But you can have posters created, images for your social media posts, and carousels. Okay, well, that's to be expected. This is my first run with it, so I really did not expect it to work. And this is part of real life, people. This is not a task app. This is a full fledged social media content creation app with a million different things going on and a million different pages. So, but this is the fun part, is actually getting this to work, because once this works, it's going to be amazing. Uh, yeah, it's going to be a beautiful thing. So I'm going to cut it off here. And then the next video will be with me getting it to work. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually bring you into Codex and just write a prompt telling it what's going on, that the generations are failing. First thing you want to do is go to console to see what's going on. So I'm going to send this information, 400. So obviously it seems to be some auth issues here that the code has not settled yet. And it typically the top ones are happening first. So um, it's starting off with like an auth issue probably, and then working its way down because once that's not working, nothing else below it works. So you let AI figure this out. I'm going to hook this into Codex 5.5 extra high, and then we're going to see exactly how they fix it. All right, here we go. So we want to record. All right, so we set up our campaign feature and functions a couple of days ago. However, it is failing. So I attached a screenshot of the console errors. I need you to figure out if this is an auth issue. And I want you to do a full audit, no code changes yet. Let's truly break this down to figure out what's going wrong and why. And so also we want to make sure that any generations are happening on the back end job worker we have in Cloudflare and not in the browser. This should be first and best practices always. And yeah, so let's start from there. Be precise, be detailed, be thorough in your audits. Let's leave no stone unturned, and also make sure we handle any edge cases. All right. So the audit took 15 minutes. It's because I have it at extra high. That's to be expected. It says auth was not the issue. It was Supabase REST and Cloudflare baked 502s while the campaign bundle worker path was being created and pulled. So it's telling me the primary findings here. All right, but this is what you do. So I told it what to do, find the issue. It's not working. Here are the console errors, and here's obviously the page and what I'm trying to do. Told it we're just making this the other day. We have issues now. After 15 minutes, Codex tells me these are the issues we know about. And then it also tells me some other likely cause chains, edge cases to handle because I asked it to, which is good. You want to handle edge cases as much as possible before you run into them, especially if you already shipped your application. Okay, so what I'm going to do is tell this to create a remediation file, save it to the project, and I'm either going to push it here in Codex or I can take it to Cloud Code Opus 4.8 and have it work on it. I'll probably keep it in Codex here. We're going to resolve this problem, and when I come back, I'm going to show you the campaign working, and it's going to be beautiful, guys. This is how you build a full-fledged app, not a task app like everyone else wants to show you. Let's make a task app. Ooh, it's so easy. This application has taken me months and months, and I'm not going to tell you how much money I've spent on AI tools. We're getting to the point where AI is getting so powerful that you can make an enterprise-grade application like this with a lot of patience, yes, a lot of time, and yes, it's going to be a lot of money. If you think $100 to $200 a month is a lot of money, then yes, it's a lot of money. But compared to a senior web developer that is going to try to charge you thousands, and then when you turn around and say, "Oh, I want this page to do this," they're going to say, "Oh, that changes the scope. It's going to be more money." And trust me, I've had two senior professional web developers take a lot of my money, and they could even get a login page done. So building it yourself seems to be the way to go. But exciting times. I'm going to show you the end result of this in the next video. All right, we're back. Codex finished up. Let's see if it generates. Yes, I'm fully aware this looks very ugly. The name of the game is to get the function and the page and the feature fully working at scale first, and then you can resituate the page, fix these UI issues we see here. Could be worse. Padding issues at the bottom. So right now the bundles give me 2 images, a carousel, and a poster. Once we get this working, and once I get the video fully hooked up in the back, a video option will be available, which will be super powerful. Imagine having uh, images, a carousel, and a poster, and a video for your campaign. And then your drafts will pull in your posts using these images. It's going to be nice. One thing I can't do is post this to the actual page because the owner would kill me. There's no way he'd give 50% off all Chicago dogs with a minimum purchase of 20. At least not for no reason. Very nice. First one came through. That's good news. Good news. Doesn't look too bad from here. I will need a way to enhance it. Click it. It'll open up a light box where you can view it fully to scale. I like it. I like the designs it's coming up with for this brand. The dog doesn't. Yeah, the dog's a little off. Comes on a hoagie bun, not a regular. And then also, it looks a certain way. Every brand's going to have a certain looking product, certain type of looking product, and this just isn't it. But if you can actually look, the design of the graphics, they're looking pretty good. It's just this is not our dog. Does this look like a professional created it? Hell yeah, it does. Look at this Chicago dog. It's got our logo, which I have saved. It does a good job at branding and packaging, even though that's not even what we serve it in. But you can set that up to where it doesn't do that. I just kind of let it fly because, again, part of this is branding, right? If the owner doesn't have these, he probably wants some. And it's another way to help brand the generations and the images, so people actually can catch on. Now, it didn't necessarily need to do this, but it is like for like a campaign, which it probably considers that to be like an ad material. Now, here we go. It doesn't have the special though, so that's the only thing I'd say is it probably needs to have the special on there of our campaign, which is 50% off of all Chicago dogs with a minimum purchase. So we'll have to fix. And as you can see here, the carousel, which I imagined failed because that's a different beast. This carousel is using a module that's separate from the regular image modules. And so I can imagine it failing right now. So we will have to fix that. And as you can see here, this is actually the restaurant, but you got a grill here. This is all over the place. This is just fucking horrific. Yeah, that's funny. So it actually took a reference image from one of my other posts. It's got nothing to do with this. This is the part that you got to work out. Many people would give up by now. Can't give up because this is actually easier to fix than you realize. And when these posters are actually able to be implemented, you can save them to your device, go print them out, bring them into your store, and then you're going to have graphic aligned social media posts that actually align with that poster, which align with your campaign. This is why I'm making this function. I think it's super important. However, it's not quite there yet. We made a little progress today, but we're not quite there yet. So I'll make a couple more videos to show you guys. Hopefully it work in the next video. If not, I'll show you the process and leading up to it. So we'll stop here. Don't subscribe.